The house of God. The house of God. The house of God. The house of God. $50 or more. God's house. The house of God. God's house. The house of God. God's house. God. The house of God. God. God's house. God. The house of God. God. $50 or more. Now let me tell you something. We're still beautifying God's house. I need 100 people to write me this week and send a love offering of $50 or more. Let God use you this week for His glory. Let us beautify the house of God together. I am excited about the house of God. The house of God. The house of God. The house of God. $50 or more. The house of God. 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 God does some great things for every one of us. And then we want to waste time talking about what the devil do. You know the devil using so-and-so against me. You know the devil sure is doing this and sure is doing that. You know people ain't like they used to be. Oh, the saints used to have God. Now the devil got them all. God's house, the house of God. 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 Oh, we love our own houses. God. The house of God. The house of God. The house of God. The house of God. I need at least 100 of you listening now. The right men send $50 or more this week for the ministry itself, for the work of God, for the beautification of the house of God. And when you send something for God's house, God's going to put a miracle in your house.